name is Chef Junnie Lai, and I'm in Pizza Expo today. I've been invited to be a speaker here today. I'm so excited.
That's awesome. And you're speaking about something that I actually love, the idea of global flavors in pizzerias.
Absolutely.
So what you kind of brought a couple of things that you're actually going to make over there at your demo. So give us a sneak peek, because a lot of our listeners maybe aren't at the show, so maybe they don't know what amazing flavors you're going to bring to the table.
Sure. So I have a little presentation this morning talking about culinary trends turning onto your pizza, right? So, of course, one of the big trends with the Blue Zone diet is the Middle East and Mediterranean. And so I'm going to put some innovation out there that is very unique. So I know we don't necessarily always have to have tomato sauce on a pizza. I know some of our pizza supplier may not be very happy to hear that, but I'm trying something really new, which is we're going to have hummus and roasted vegetables and feta cheese on one of our pizza.
I love it.
Isn't that I'm sure everybody loves hummus, yes. So I hope everybody will be able to come here tomorrow at 2 o'clock to try this.
Absolutely. I love a Mediterranean pizza. Like, it's just, it gives it so much freshness to a pizza. Because yes, you're absolutely right. You don't necessarily have to have red sauce to have a pizza. So what are some of your favorite pizzas that have a little bit more of a global inspiration?
Well, I'm originally born and raised in Malaysia, and I also work for the Domino's in Malaysia. We actually have different curry spice or sambal sauce pizza, and multiple different seafood pizza that with corn, and it's just very much way outside the box of traditional pizza. Mm-hmm. So you get to enjoy the both world of delicious flavor and also pizza.
How can American pizzerias really gravitate towards those ingredients when they're usually kind of traditional about their pepperoni and sausage kind of pizzerias? How do they get into it?
Well, as I speak of it this morning, your sauce is part of the flavor profile for international flavor. Mm-hmm. And then secondly, your toppings. But I used to work a lot in seasonings, and I think seasonings or the spices is a great way to also add international flavor onto your pizza as well. You can shake it on your sauce. You can shake it as a finishing as on top of the cheese. And nowadays, there's so many flavor oils, and I saw a lot of many booths on the show here have flavor oil, which is a great finishing touch for adding different international flavor as well.
I love it. So, what are some pizzas that are really hot in Malaysia? Let's think American pizza makers would want to gravitate towards.
So Malaysia has a jam that's called kaya, which is an egg custard jam that made with egg, sugar, and coconut milk. And then they put it on a pizza, and they put sliced banana on the top, then with a mozzarella cheese on it. It's outside of the traditional Nutella pizza or your chocolate pizza. So this is something that's unique to Malaysia.
Oh, I love that. That sounds good. I'd eat that. I don't know about y'all, but I would definitely eat that. I don't know. Now, what is your favorite pizza?
Wow, that's a tough question. It's like asking me
if you say it's pepperoni, I'm going to be like, what?
Traditional Italian sausage.
Okay, pizza. I love Italian sausage.
Yeah.
And throw in mushrooms.
Absolutely. Good. Mushroom and Italian sausage. That's my favorite one.
There you go. Yeah. See, that's my favorite too. Yeah. You got a little bit of Chicago in you, maybe.
Maybe. I used to live in Minnesota.
So, what are these other pizzas that you're playing with?
Plant-based and plant-forward has been huge in the market. It's no longer that we need to be vegan to eat plant-based anymore because plant-based stands for healthy.
Yes.
And so, this particular trend we're talking about is comfort, nostalgic food.
Yes.
And so cream of mushroom is everybody's comfort zone.
Yes.
Cream of mushroom soup, your cream of mushroom soup with your green beans casserole for your Thanksgiving.
Yes.
But, I'm going to create a cream of mushroom pizza with plant-based cream cheese and plant-based sour cream, and plant-based mozzarella and cheddar on the top. With
Yum, I would eat
delicious
that.
multiple mushroom, and we're talking about the umami from the health and wellness as well.
Yes.
And we have multiple mushroom companies down here to help us learn about all this. And a pizza magazine has just talked about that, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So,
Kate just did a feature on mushrooms.
Absolutely. So that's definitely one of the pizza tomorrow that I will be featuring as well.
Okay. And did I see that you had a buttered chicken going on? Because buttered chicken is my. I'm going to tell you that a chicken tiki masala pizza or a buttered chicken pizza is probably one of my favorites. That kind of just gets outside of the. But I want the heat level hot. Like I want it hot.
I like it. I'm with you. When it comes to curry, it has to be spicy a little bit if it's not too much, right?
Yeah.
And I think one of the butter chicken specialty is, I think for those who are just getting into Indian food, it suits everybody's palate.
Yeah.
And of course, we could always make it a little spicier for you and I.
Yeah.
And then, but I would like to make it a little creamier. But what I'm featuring is also, I'm understanding that sometimes as a pizza operator, it's very difficult to have too many sauces in your on your counter. It's too many toppings. But let's think about how about just adding flavor by adding seasoning. You can definitely work with different spice company to make feature special blend of butter chicken seasoning, and you just kind of because butter chicken base do have tomatoes on it to begin with.
Yeah.
So have the seasoning on it, then you top it off and add a little extra creaminess by using either plant-based cream cheese or regular cream cheese to give it that delicious creaminess to that.
I love that. Okay, so I'll ask you one final question. That is, from your session this morning, what was probably the most unique or the most interesting question you had, and then how did you answer it?
There was a lot of good questions actually this morning. I think one of the hardest one for innovation that was brought up is customer base, because before we start the session this morning, I actually asked how many people are independent operators, how many people are chains, and how many manufacturers. And actually, we have a really good blend of, I like to call them customer, but they're not. You'll come to the attendees, come to the speech this morning. So I think, for innovation, is just talking about flavors. Flavors is good, but I think in the end of the day, you have to kind of delve into the operational piece and say, is this really going to work for me? Because if you have a really cookie cutter out, streamlined operation, sometimes if you in the innovation, it does kind of block you off a little certain things that you can't do and what you can't do. So I think that's one of the questions this morning, is that how is these trends actually applying to me?
I absolutely love that. Well, thank you so much for taking some time and coming and stopping by the podcast studio and hopping on the podcast with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Are you looking for smarter ways to improve consistency, efficiency, and bake quality in your pizza operation? Spokane Valley, Washington-based Lloyd Pans is the trusted name for commercial pizzerias and home chefs alike. For over 40 years, Lloyd Pans has been creating innovative pizza pans and tools designed to deliver perfect results every time. Whether it's crispy golden pizza crusts or perfectly baked pastries, Lloyd Pans' durable, stick-resistant, and proprietary pan finishes are a game changer. Going beyond pizza? Visit LloydPans.com to explore our lineup of food service and bakeware pans and accessories. Need shipping quotes or custom products? Email sales@LloydPans.com for personalized service. Are you looking to get your brand in front of passionate pizza pros? Well, you've come to the right place. The Hot Slice Podcast, brought to you by Pizza Today. We're all about everything pizza business. Each week, we dive into fun conversations about trends, tasty tips, and insider stories from the pizza world. Our listeners are engaged and eager to discover what's new and improve their craft, with help from brands like you. Imagine your brand reaching pizzeria owners and pizza enthusiasts while they enjoy our laid-back chats. It's a perfect match. Whether you're selling equipment, ingredients, or anything that makes pizza better, our ad spots are designed to connect you with the right audience. So if you're ready to slice into something special, reach out to us about advertising on the Hot Slice podcast. Let's share the love of pizza together.
My name is Dawn Zachman. I'm with the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation. I'm based in Tampa, Florida, but work with hospitals all across the country to find better answers for kids battling cancer. We're trying to find less toxic, more targeted treatments for children battling cancer.
That's amazing. And you have a very unique tie to pizza. So why don't you talk a little bit about the foundation and kind of what you're doing?
Well, I have to tell you, it was the funniest thing. I saw on LinkedIn, of all things, about a month ago that there was an International Pizza Expo and thought, wow, what an amazing thing. Had no idea there was a Pizza Expo in the world. Started looking into it and really did some research that, we all know that families and children love pizza.
Yes, they do.
But, what they may not know is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month is in September. And then when we started doing a little bit of digging, it was National Cheese Pizza Day is September 5th, and National Pepperoni Pizza Day is also in September. So it was like, wow, there's some synergy here. And I think that, the pizza community is so strong that there's probably a way for us to get out some awareness campaigns and hopefully do some funding for pediatric cancer research at the same time.
Okay. And how are you going to do that?
Well, the funniest thing is we didn't know. It's like, okay, I'm not in the pizza industry. Nobody in my office is in the pizza industry. So I've been kind of wandering around asking questions, going, okay.
So you're in very much a research and information gathering mode for your foundation.
Exactly. So I've talked to, cheese manufacturers, sauces, different parts of a pizza and finding out, okay, what's the best way? Are there incentives to give to distributors, or is there a way to, it seems like so many of the people here do not only sell their product, but they provide informational items for even end-line restaurants.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an awareness campaign that goes all the way through to the restaurants, and the restaurants do a POS campaign that they just do a roundup at the register that we're all so familiar with. And it's easy. If something ends at 86 cents and you're giving 14 cents, you don't think anything about it.
But true.
Oddly enough, that equals a lot of money. It's a lot of money for research. So we would love to, initially when we started thinking about that, wouldn't it be fabulous if 5 years from now, if this starts here, but 5 years from now, all the pizza restaurant owners all across the country, when September hits, they go, wow, I'm going to help children battling cancer. And it becomes second nature.
I love that. So, our audience are pizzeria operators. So what should they understand and know about pediatric cancer and kind of how to give towards that cause?
Well, let me tell you a little bit about the foundation itself.
Okay.
We were founded 35 years ago by two moms who met in the hospital when their children were battling cancer. They were infants, and they found out that they were going to be treated with adult chemotherapy and treatments because there really isn't a lot of funding for pediatrics. The government spends 96% of their cancer research dollars finding answers for adults and only 4% for children.
Wow, I had no idea.
Which is really scary, and you know that you don't even give children adult cold medicine, so you can imagine what it does to their bodies. So there's horrible side effects with treatments right now, and 95% of the children who survive cancer are going to have a major health issue by the time they're in their 40s, which is a really scary statistic. So these moms decided they were not only going to take the approach of funding, trying to find less toxic, more targeted treatments, but they thought that if you got a lot of people working together, you're going to find the answers so much quicker. So we work with, right now, 40 hospitals across the country. It's over 100 doctors, scientists, and researchers
wow.
to find answers. And we actually bring all of them in to Tampa once a year. They talk about the trials that are currently happening and why something may or may not be working, but they also spend a second day pitching ideas to each other.
Oh,
And really debating if they think it will work. And the great thing about this incredible community is that all of them know what's going on or what's up and coming, because hopefully you've never had anybody that has to deal in your community that has to deal with pediatric cancer.
Not at this moment, but yes.
Well, thank goodness. That it is one of the hardest things a family's going to deal with, and it's even harder if a family, they have to lose their jobs. They have to travel across the country just to one destination.
Yes.
So what we do is it doesn't matter where our trial starts, what primary investigator that we say, your idea has merit, we're going to fund that idea. Children can sign up at any one of our partner hospitals, even though it's led by one. So,
I got you.
Because that one hospital or that one doctor is directing how those children are being treated.
Yeah.
But they can stay closer to home, which keeps families closer to their support systems.
Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, it's such a worthwhile thing that we need. That's beautiful. Well, I hope that you're able to get your answers here and develop something with pizza, and I hope you keep us updated on what you guys come up with.
Well, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this. I can't wait to, and if any of your viewers have some ideas or inspiration, I'd love to hear that too.
Yeah, maybe y'all can put that in the comments for us.
That would be great. But it's so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too, Dawn.